Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kayleigh McEnany. Joining me today, the co-host of The Bottom Line on Fox Business, Dagan McDowell, Fox News contributor and board-certified physician, Dr. Nicole Saphier, Fox News contributor Katrina Campins, and Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. Well, we begin with this, a major showdown over parental rights in Virginia. It's gaining national attention. Right now, the state's largest school district says it will defy Governor Youngkin's new guidance on bathrooms and pronouns for transgender students. The school district says they have concluded a detailed legal review and determined that our current Fairfax County public school policies are consistent with federal and state anti-discrimination laws as required by the new model policies. Governor Youngkin's office, they're firing back, saying that the school district is pushing a false notion that it knows what's better for a child than a child's parent, and that the school board should follow the law. And it's not the only state where parents' rights are under attack. In New Jersey, we're awaiting a judge's ruling at any moment where the governor's office sued 3 school districts who want teachers to notify parents if their child, some as young as 5, that's kindergarten, want to change their gender identity. Governor Murphy wants to keep mom and dad in the dark about that, and that seems to be the Democrat modus operandi. Raymond, I want to play for you the liberal ideology from which all of these policies spring. Watch it. They tell you out loud what they want to do.
I'm not going to let parents come into schools and actually take books out and make their own decision.
You vetoed it.
So, yeah, I stopped the bill that I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach.
When you see our kids, and I truly believe that they are our children, they are the children of our country, of our communities.
You've heard me say it many times about our children, but it's true. They're all our children. They're not somebody else's children. They're like yours when they're in the classroom.
There's no such thing as someone else's child. No such thing as someone else's child. Our nation's children are all our children.
No, sir. Blake and Nash are my children, not Joe Biden's children.
I agree. Yeah, well, when I watch this, you want to weep. We lived in Fairfax, Virginia. This was once one of the premier, the best school districts in America. We sent our children to public school there and pulled them out because we saw the beginnings of this. What happens is you have a school district, a very wealthy one, at war with parental authority and oversight. And they're using, in this case, gender identity to create a wedge between the parent and the child, as you said, as young as 5 years old. So that child can go and have a separate identity at school, come home, and live an entirely different identity, and the state will not only protect the parent from learning that information about their own child, but actually bar you from learning it in some cases. This is insidious. Governor Youngkin is right to come down on the side of parents. We have a 14th Amendment that guarantees the right of a parent to guide and determine not only the education, but the upbringing of their child. That's what this runs to the heart of. It's a constitutional crisis. And given what's happening across all these states, I know you're going to get into more of them, this is going to have to be taken to the Supreme Court. We need a ruling so that all of this madness can stop on every local area and every local school district.
We do, and I hate to tell Fairfax County School District, Dr. Saphier, but voters are the ones who run states. Right. Voters are the ones who gave Governor Glenn Youngkin a landmark victory in 2021. And take a look at this. Republicans, historically, they don't win on education. They just don't. Democrats do. But bring in Governor Glenn Youngkin, talks about parents' rights. McAuliffe talks about taking away parents' rights. And here's what happens. For voters who said education was their top priority in that Virginia election, 71% went for Glenn Youngkin. He won on education by saying, parents, you have a right to know.
Well, that's absolutely right. And now in Fairfax County, actually, only a third voted for Glenn Youngkin. But I can tell you, so Republicans are gaining traction because of school choice, because of these issues. But Democrats are starting to catch along as well. Just this week, USA Today, an opinion piece by the CEO of Democrats for Education Reform said this: as consistently high polling numbers indicate, the debate between school choice and no school choice has been settled. School choice wins. Now, but here's the thing. When it comes to the whole public education education system, it is designed to separate parents from their children. You can't choose your school, the principal, the teachers, the classes, and now they're trying to separate you from a child if they're having an identity crisis or mental health issues. Now, I get it. Yes, there are some very few situations where a child potentially is endangered in a home. Perhaps there's some domestic violence there, but they are exploiting these very few scenarios and saying that by keeping the parents away from the children, that's what's best for the kids. That is absolutely not what's best for the kids. And anyone who tries to separate me from my kids, I will not stand for it. That's why I won't vote that way. But if you can't afford private school, if you don't live in an area where you can choose schools, you are now having to go wherever they tell you to do. And while Democrats may start supporting school choice, if you live in a blue state, it won't matter. There will be no schools to choose that have not gone to this wokeism.
Dagan, there's a troubling piece in the Daily Wire. So you've got the standoff between Fairfax County School District and the governor. Here's what the Daily Wire says about Biden and his Department of so-called Justice. In emails to local school board members obtained by the Daily Wire, the Department of Justice's Community Relations Service said it was aware of ongoing community tensions in Roanoke following the release of the new model policies for transgender students. Listen to this part. A government conciliation specialist told the board members the agency specialized in preventing and responding to community tensions and hate crimes and wanted to offer support and services. I seem to remember Merrick Garland's DOJ talking to the FBI, sending a letter to look at these parents in Virginia after the National School Board Association considered them as domestic terrorists.
Right, and the National School Board Association wrote that letter to the White House in coordination with the White House. People within the White House helped the National School Boards Association make edits to it. So it was all, well, collusion to target parents. And by the way, that letter, it was all about parents. One, it was Loudoun County because there was a gender fluid individual who assaulted one, but two girls. It was about masking. Parents were upset about their children having to wear masks because it was hurting their development. That's what they were actually upset about. I digress. This is an embarrassment, but this is on brand for Merrick Garland and the people in the Justice Department and the FBI. This is on brand, though, for what Joe Biden and his cronies have been up to. I want to go back quickly to something that was issued last year. Joe Biden's Justice Department sent a letter to every single state attorneys general warning that they would be violating civil rights laws if they kept minors from receiving gender-affirming care. Then, and you cannot find this, it's been scrubbed from the internet, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Office of Population Affairs, issued a guide to explain what that was. And it included for young people, puberty blockers during puberty, hormone therapy in early adolescence. These are all procedures that have been reversed overseas. So I just want to add that bit by bit, the insanity of the left, the insidious, to use your word, ideology, the leaders large and small, when you have a governor of a major state like New Jersey that believes schools have rights to keep secrets from parents about their own children, and he'll go to court to make sure that happens, that's the left.
And send in a government conciliation specialist from the Department of Justice.
Keeping parents in the dark about their children is just so counterproductive to raising good kids that become responsible adults. It also encourages secrecy, which is morally wrong, right? I always want my child, my 5-year-old, to feel comfortable sharing his feelings. I always encourage that. And I want him to feel comfortable without judgment. You know, I grew up with a Cuban-American mother who are normally pretty strict, but she was the opposite. She gave me a great deal of respect and allowed me to come to her. And I felt so open and safe discussing things with her without judgment. And so I grew to be a responsible adult. And I think that's what we need. I also think there needs to be a clear boundary between teachers and parents, right? Teachers are temporary, but parents are permanent.
Absolutely. Governor Phil Murphy doesn't love your child the way you do. And I can tell you, Joe Biden doesn't either.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.